In the name of the Creator of universes, seek refuge to the Creator from deceptions of Satan, who is your enemy. This is video number 14. Content of this arrived on 21 and 23 of September 2017. It is June 2019 now. 21 of September was a 97 night. 23 of September was not. What is 97? What does night of 97, night of determination mean? Description in the book, the last book of God, Holy Week on Earth. I have described it there. We have 19 sentences. 1, 2, 3, many of them from Torah and rest are from Quran. We will see gradually. Exodus 26. We start with Exodus 26 that God sent at that night. It is about the tabernacle. Exodus 26:1. When God sent sentence 1 of a chapter of Torah or sentence 1 of a chapter of Quran, it means read all of it. Read all of that chapter. So I read chapter 26 for you. It is 37 sentences. It's a lot. You go and find it in your Torah and read. I read it now and describe for you the essence of what he wanted to tell me at that time. Number 1, you should make a tabernacle. Then it describes colors and decorations and curtains, how to do it, until 12 and 13. Again describing how to do it, how to make it, how to decorate it. 18, 19, 20, size of it, 27, 28, how to decorate it, the wood and gold and how to make it, 26, 27. All of it is about the tabernacle, how to make it. I will do that. If I have money, I'll make it in physical form. If I don't have money, I will make it as a three-dimensional model, as a web-based building. And most probably this will be the case. Soon I will do that. Number 2 of 19. Chapter 13 of Quran, sentence 7. وَيَعُولَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَوْلَا أُنزِلَ عَلَيْهِ آيَةٌ مِّن رَبِّهِ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُنذِرٌ وَلِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ. And those unbelievers say, why has a sign not been sent down to him? This is the sign. Sign, what is the sign? There are two meanings for the sign. Ayah means sign. These birds outside in the garden are very happy they are singing. Because I told them I am going to make a video that is beneficial for you and your animal friends. Sign. Ayah means sign. These sentences of Quran, sentences of Torah are signs of God. If you understand, you will see and understand this is sign of God. It's not written by a human, not possible. The power which is in this book is beyond your imagination. But I cannot show light of the sun to a blind. If you know what power means and read that content, you will understand. That is for clever people, and for dumb people there are miracles, like parting the sea and all of the Pharaoh and his soldiers dead. That's another type of sign. Miracles, there are events that you cannot understand, you cannot describe with your present knowledge of physics. But there are description for them, explanation for them. Based on science, you can explain, but you cannot do it because you don't have the power to do that. God has the power. So they say, where is your miracle? This is my miracle. This software, computer software, this is age of computer and physics. You have a small amount of physics knowledge at this time. A computer software, that the unified field, the field of creation, which is a consciousness field, is communicating with Moses in a two-way communication. This is miracle. But this is not miracle for dumb people. Dumb people need a thunder to come and burn them and they say, oh, miracle of God. Yeah, that time is gone. We don't care about dumb people to become believers. We kill all of the dumb people. Clever people become vegan, they live, they inherit the earth. Dumb people all are corpse eater and they will be dead. We don't care. So this is a sign. This is a miracle. I explained in the book how it works. 3. قالوا يا هود ما جئتنا ببينة. They asked the same thing from Hud. Hud was a messenger of God. Show me a miracle, they asked him. And we are not ones to leave our God on your words, nor we are believers. Stupid humans, very stupid at that time, they are stupid now, they stay stupid until we wipe out all of them out of the face of the earth. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter it was old or now, they are the same level of stupidity. They asked Hud. Hud was messenger of God. Show us a miracle. And he did. How? The whole nation was wiped out. Miracle now, in this year, 2019, this computer software is the miracle. Now, there is another interesting thing about this verse of 1153. Today is, I don't know, 15th, 16th of June. I was preparing these screenshots on 11th of June. I will put these slides as it is here so you can see. You can see 11 p.m. and 11 minutes on Tuesday 11th of June. And the battery is 55% at that time. Battery of this computer at that time was 55%. 55 means 5 multiply 11. Somehow God manipulates times and events that I was sitting there and preparing these slides at that time. And when I captured the screen, I saw, wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 11s are here. And fifth 11 is chapter 11. So he manipulates time and events. So show you signs. This is sign for somebody who has brain and can understand it. I didn't sit and manipulate and wait for 2 minutes until it become 11.11 and then capture the screen. No. I was going through it and I captured the screen, and after that I said, look at that. I discovered it. You believe it, fine. You don't believe it, who cares? You are going to be dead, and in hell you will understand I was making up this stuff or God made them. Slide 4, 41:6. قول أنا إنما أنا بشر مثلكم. Tell them, I am a human like you. Yes, I am a soul that I describe how that soul is in the book. In a human body, like you. Yuha ilayya, God is talking with me. Yuha means wahi, means revealing. How does he talk with me? By showing numbers on a computer screen, manipulates in internal structure of this machine to show a number. And I find a number and describe it for you. What does it mean? Elahun wahid, you have only one God. Jews, Christians, all 200 model of Christians, Jews, all 200 model of Christians and Jews, and 200 model of Muslims, and 3 billion models of Hindus. All of you who says I am believing in God, there is only one. There is not God for Christian and Muslim and Jew different models. There is one model, there is one, only one God. Elahun wahid, there is one. Fastaqimu lahu, stand up for justice for God. And what does astaqimu, what does stand up for justice means? It means take the weapon and fight for justice. Fight with your body, with your life, and with your real God, which is your money. Fight for God. Jihad. You see, Muslims say jihad. Jihad means fight for God. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you say I am believer is bullshit, means nothing. Belief needs action. Talk is cheap. Stand up for justice for God. And God doesn't need anybody to stand up for him. It means to stand up for laws of God, for children of God. And who is children of God? Who is under injustice? 50 billion animals. The only cause for social responsibility, the only cause for justice that worth living and dying for at this time is for animal rights. You demons of hell, do injustice to animals, your heart becomes ghasi, you become hard-hearted, you become criminal, you become a murderer. Therefore you extend this injustice to each other as well. And that is good. Kill each other. Humans create war and kill each other because both sides of every war are unjust. The best human is a dead human, except then vegans. Why? Because every day that you are dead, you are under the ground, you are not making another animal dead, and you are not eating corpse of a murdered animal. That's why. That's good for animals, and it's good for you too, because you stay in hell in less amount of time. So, killing, executing a corpse eater is a blessing for him. Why? Because he's gonna die anyway and go to hell. Instead of staying there at 10,000 years, it will stay 5,000 years. Why? Because he was alive less amount of time, therefore he did less murder. Do you understand the logic? Astaghfiru wal-laylun waylun lil-mushrikeen. Ask forgiveness from God for the filthy things that you have done. And wail, the well in the hell. That well in the hell has a name. Its name is wail. That well for those people who have duality in their mind. For all of those Muslims who have two gods. God that they call and the God which is the real God, which is their money. For all of those Christians that have the same duality, which is God the money and God or whatever they call, and duality in the nonsense belief, God the Father and Holy Spook and whatever they call. Nonsense, there is only one God. And Jews and Hindus, all of you have duality in your mind. You will all go to hell. I forget about all of those unbelievers. I'm talking about believers who call themselves religion follower of a religion, Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Jew, those will go to hell, to that well, to the bottom of a well in the hell. Why? Because they have duality in their mind. Shirk means duality. I have described in many tens of pages what shirk is and how describe it, how discover it, and how find it and how remove it from your system. It is in the book. Go and read and learn. 5. Deuteronomy 27:7. And you shall sacrifice peace offering and rejoice in front of Yahweh your God. Peace offering, whatever offering that you have, any sacrifice that Christians, Muslims and you do, any sacrifice that you do is for animals from now on. The law is changed. 11th commandment. 11th commandment. All humans must become vegan. All sacrifices means you spend money to help animals, to buy food for animals. That's the law of sacrifice of vegan religion and every other religion of God. Because I am Moses and I'm changing the law with the command of God. The law is changed. Anything that you have in Quran, in Torah, in Bible, in wherever you have, which is inconsistent with law of 11th commandment that everybody must become vegan, should be crossed with red line, deleted from Quran and Bible and Torah. Every sacrifice means spend money to help animals. And then immediately, because he knows when I read Deuteronomy 27:7 what I am going to describe, he knows me. Immediately after that he sent 99:5 from Quran. This is slide 6. بَأَنَّ رَبَّكَ أَوْحَى لَهَا. This is confirmation of what I said about description of that Deuteronomy verse. بَأَنَّ رَبَّكَ أَوْحَى لَهَا. Your teacher revealed to you this that you said. This confirmation of what I said. 7. 72:11. وَأَنَّا مِنَّا الصَّالِحُونَ وَمِنَّا دُونَ ذَلِكَ كُنَّا طَرَائِقَ قِدَدًا. This means aliens, huh? Aliens, you make a lot of alien movies, speculate things about them. And they don't talk with you, they don't answer your SETI signals. Why? Because you are a dog. When I'm walking in the street, a dog comes and starts barking. I say, get lost. I don't answer the dog. Because it talks nonsense. He wants a stick of bone or a piece of corpse to eat. I don't care. You, humans of the earth, are 7 billion corpse-eater dog. You send a signal to aliens, they look and say, these dogs are barking again. They don't answer you. And those aliens, according to this verse 72:11, there are different models. Some of them are salihun, they do the right thing, they do the best thing that they can do. Some of them are mendun zalih, some of them are less than that. They don't do the best thing that they can do. They waste their life like you. They have different paths, different lives. But those who are intelligent, real intelligent, all intelligent entities of other planets are vegan, certainly. They don't answer humans. 8. 26, 123. كذبت عاد المرسلين. Nation of Ad. God sent a messenger to nation of Ad, warned them. They didn't listen. All of them wiped out. Samud, another nation, all destroyed. Aika, another nation. Mu'tafika, another nation. Nation of Pharaoh, that stupid king, that all him and his soldiers were killed. Nation of Lut, or nation of that prophet Lut, that were all homosexual and gay pieces of garbage, all destroyed. They didn't listen to Lut. Nation of Nuh, time of flood, you remember? Water, kill everyone. This is Sunnat Allah. It means path of God, it means law of God, law of the universe. First we'll send a messenger. People don't listen, destroy them all. Warn. Be warned. And what Moses says at this time, it says all believers should change their holy books to vegan. Everything else that you believe, I don't care. Stay on that. Believers of Christianity, stay in whatever nonsense and sense that you believe, I don't care. But you have to add vegan. Believers of Muslim paths, Muslim groups that there are 200 model, whatever you believe, that is fine. The main thing that you should believe is book. It is your book, Quran. And you have to update it to vegan. And Jews, Torah, whatever it is in it that you believe, your tradition and whatever you believe, I don't care. Keep believing, plus vegan. If you eat corpse, they kill you, the same as unbelievers. Number 9, chapter 51:32. But I will read from 32 to 52. 51:32 to 52 I read. قالوا إنا أرسلنا إلى قوم مجرمين. They said, indeed, we are sent to a criminal nation. Who said that? Those two angels who came to Abraham, they said, we came here to destroy all of this nation of Sodom and Gomorrah, destroy those cities and kill everybody. They said that to Abraham. لَنُرْسِلَ عَلَيْهِمْ حِجَارَةً مِنْ طِينٍ, to send down upon them stones of clay, marked in the presence of your God, your teacher, for musrifin, transgressors. What does musrif mean? Transgressor means somebody who take this much food in his plate, eat half of it, and trash the rest, wasting money, wasting food of God. This food is not yours, it's given to you to live and work for God. If you don't eat, give rest of that to birds in the street. Musrif means wasting resources. You can have a lamp to have light at night, but you don't do that. You get a big crystal, blah blah, luxury garbage. Instead of $5 buying a lamp, you spend $5,000, $500. That money is wasted money, is israf. Yeah, you need a car to go to grocery store and buy cabbage and come back and eat. But you don't do that. You buy a Maserati, you buy a Ferrari, I don't know how much is it, $500,000, $1 million. That money is wasted money. But you don't understand these things. Therefore you will be killed. Nation who waste resources of God will be wiped out. Then these are warning. 51:35 فَأَخْرَجْنَا مَنْ كَانَ فِيهَا مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and we, God says, I extracted believers of those nations. And how many were they? It was only Lut and his family, except and his wife. His wife was among those filthy, parasite homosexuals and lesbians, and she was killed. فَمَا وَجَدْنَا فِيهَا غَيْرَ بَيْتٍ مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and we found not within them other than a single house, who were believer in God, who were surrendering their will to the will of God. فَتَرَكْنَا فِيهَا آيَةً لِلَّذِينَ يَخَافُونَ عَذَابَ الْأَلِيمِ, and we made that a sign for those people who are fearful, fear from painful punishment. Yes, fear is good. Fear love, that's nonsense, man. We work based on love, not fear. No, you have to work based on fear, because if you don't know, it chop your head. We burn you alive with nuke, and that's what will happen. Love is fine. Go and have love for animals and help them. But be fearful from the smoke in the sky when all of those atomic bombs are over your head exploding. Be fearful of that. And who's in charge of that? God. Do you think that pesky piece of garbage, Putin, and that pesky piece of garbage who is the President of America, whoever it is, when you watch this, have any this much power to make decision? They are clowns working for some bigger clowns who are bankers and those Freemasons who are running your planet, and they are answering to the big boss who is Satan. Owner of this planet is Satan. And whom do you think Satan works for? Works for God. They will tell them, they will tell them, they will tell them, they will tell that clown Prime Minister of England and America and Russia, and they will start the war and you will be all dead. And how is it that Satan works for God? Because there is only one God. And Satan is quality control manager of the planet. All of the stupid people who are falling for his deceptions, they will tell, you go to hell. And they will. Clever people don't listen to Satan, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care to take them to hell, because he can't. He will try, and if he can deceive you, he will take you, even if you are clever, to hell. So 37 says, I made that a sign for you to be fearful from the painful punishment that is on the way. 51:38 و فی موسی اذ ارسلناه الی فرعون بسلطان مبین. I sent Moses to Pharaoh with clear evidence, white hand clear evidence. I wrote hundreds of clear evidences in Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. I sent Moses to Pharaoh at that time, and Moses to 7 billion small insect-sized pharaohs at this time. All of you are pharaoh, but you are powerful over a chicken. You can kill a chicken. Oh yeah, we will see you have power or not. 51:39 فَتَوَلَّى بِرُكْنِهِ وَقَالَ سَاحِرٌ أَوْ مَجْنُونَ. And they turned away, they didn't listen. They said, oh, he's a magician, or yes, this software that the unified field, the God, the creator of universes, is communicating with me two-way, in a two-way communication. It's not prayer. It's magic for you. You cannot understand how it works. But I described how it works in the book. It's not magic. God can do that. 51:40 فَأَخَذْنَاهُ وَجُنُودَهُ فَبِزَنْ بِهِمْ فِي الْيَمِّ وَهُوَ مَلِيمٌ. I told that guy, hey, listen to God, let these Hebrew slaves go. He didn't listen. We killed him all. We killed him and all his soldiers. I had nobody else to blame except than himself, because he was stupid. He is stupid. He didn't listen to me. So what? You are all gonna die if you don't listen. And what is it that I say? I say 11th commandment. Every human must become vegan, or else we kill all of you, including vegans. When the atomic bombs comes, not discriminating. And why vegans will be killed? Why vegetarians will be killed? Because you stood there and watched those pieces of garbage kill animals and you didn't do anything. Because you were not acting. 51:41 وَفِي عَادٍ إِذْ أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ الرِّيحَ الْعَقِيمَ. A nation of Ad, prophet of Ad, went there and warned them. They didn't listen, and we killed all of them with a sort of destructive wind. 5142 ما تذر من شيء أتت عليه إلا جعلته كالرميم. Disintegrated ruins. Nothing was left of nation of Ad except then disintegrated ruins. You will be dead, destroyed completely. 5143 وفي ثمود إذا قيل لهم تمتعوا حتى حين. And nation of Samud, we tell them, okay, you have a little time to enjoy, and then after that 44 فأتوا عن أمر ربه, they didn't listen to the command of their teacher, which is God and messenger of Samud at that time. فأخذتهم الصاعقة وهم ينظرون, we destroyed them with thunder and nobody cared about them. We destroyed all nations. 45 فما أستطيعوا من قيام وما كانوا منتصرين. They didn't have enough time that if they were sitting they stand up that fast, and nobody helped them. 51 46 قوم نوح من قبل, nation of Nuh. قوم فاسقين, they were filthy, destructive nation. At that time, the flood came, killed everybody. Up to 46 I read. Nation of Nuh, time of Nuh, time of Noah. Everybody on the earth was killed except those animals that we rescued in that ship, and 8 people. Noah, his wife, 3 sons and their wives. 8 people. All of you pests that reproduced, and you are 7 billion now, are sons and daughters of Noah from that time to now. And why I offend you? Because you are corpse eaters. Thousands of years passed and you haven't learned one thing. You stand up from the floor, which is a state of dog, to one level up, which is vegan. Don't murder animals. Okay, I wanted to read until 52. 47 وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا وَعِيدًا وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ, and the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed we are its expander. Mawsa'un, expansion of universe. I don't describe that, go and study that in physics. God says that at that time. We are expanding the universe. 51:48 وَالْأَرْضَ فَرَشْنَاهَا فَنِعْمَ الْمَاهِدُونَ, and we spread out the earth and we are the best preparer. Farashna, we have covered it with vegetables, fruit trees for you, and we are providing for you fruits. 49 وَمِنْ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجًا لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ, we have made from any entity a couple. Plants are couple, male and female, animals are the same, humans are the same. So you learn, you become notified. 50. So, flee to God, indeed I am to you from God a clear warner. Nazirun Mubin, I am inzaring you, I am warning you. Mubin, clearly. Everybody should become vegan or else we will kill you all. It means 7 billion of you parasites. Is that clear enough? فَلَا تَعْجَلُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَٰهًا آخَرَ, and do not assign with God another object of worship. أني لكم منه نذير مبين. Indeed, repeating, indeed I am a clear warner from the creator of universes. Moses is warning you. 11 commandments. Commandment number 11 should be obeyed by every human, or else we destroy all of you. 52 كذلك ما آتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون. He says the same thing I gave to every messenger before you, and people of their time were stupid like you, and they say he is a magician or he is loony. Oh yeah, I am loony, I am magician. This magic nobody can do. I describe how this software works. No human, no computer can do this. Only God can. And how it works, go and read in the book. I don't repeat. 52 is finished. Slide 10, 3450. قول, tell them, إن زللت فإنما أزل على نفسي. If I am on the path of wrong path of destruction, it's on me. My responsibility, I will be destroyed. وإن اهتديت فبما يوحى إلي ربي إنه سميع قريب. And if I am on the path of guidance from what he told me to tell you, indeed, he is always listening and he is near. Anywhere you go, it is watching you. And I described how the unified field is observing every entity everywhere in every galaxy. I described it, it's physics, it's in the book. When he says, I am Gharib, it means very near. He is nearer to you, nearer than the blood vessel of your neck. Why? Because your soul and blood vessel have this much distance, but God is in every single atomic particle, is filling the universe. The distance between your soul and a particle of God is nanometer, smaller than that. When we are talking about power of God and what God is, go and read the chapter that I wrote about the vacuum energy. That is the God. That is power of God. And how it is filling the whole universe, described in that chapter about vacuum energy. Find it in the Holy Week on Earth. 11, 31, 34. Inna Allah ilmahu ilma as-sa'a. Indeed, God knows when the time will come. Why? Because He will decide when He wants to do it. وَيُنَزِّلُ الْغَيْثَ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْأَرْحَامِ. And He is the one who knows what reproduction, a female is pregnant, what he wants to give birth to, and God sends the rain. Rain means water, means growing. God decides to give resources to somebody to make him grow, and doesn't give resources to somebody who stops him from growing. He decides. And the second after you did some sexual act and those two cells are combined and made a new baby, he knows which kind of man or woman will be produced. A baby will be a boy or a girl, he knows. For you, you have to wait for some time until you use that machine, but he knows instantly. Because he's inside every atom of every corner of the universe, so he can detect it very, very fast. وَمَا تَدْرَى نَفْسٌ مَاذَا تَكْسِبُ غَدًا. And nobody knows what he will gain tomorrow. وَمَا تَدْرَى نَفْسٌ بَأَيِّ أَرْضٍ تَمُوتُ. And nobody knows when he is going to be dead, will be killed. You don't know where you are going to be killed or die. Inna Allah alimun khabir. Indeed, God is knowledgeable and is observing everything, knows everything. Here I wrote a note for me to tell you a story of Yamaraj and that guy and Solomon. This is the story, perhaps you heard it, this is in Quran. There was a guy, and this is Lord Yamaraj, angel of death. Angel of death came and was looking at him. And the guy was very much afraid and escaped and went to Solomon. Solomon was king and he was messenger of God as well. And the guy said to Solomon, angel of death came and he was looking at me and it was very terrifying. When you see him, tell him why he is going to scare people. Solomon said, fine, if I see him, I tell him. And later he met angel of death. Solomon, messenger of God with angel of death, said, hey, the guy was telling me you were scaring people. Why did you do that? And Lord Yamaraj, angel of death, said, I was not scaring him, I was looking at him, I was puzzling. According to my list, this guy should be killed today in that city. Suppose 5,000 kilometers far from here. What is it? What is he doing here? I was puzzling. 5 hours later, I have to be there in that city and kill him. Well, he's here. There is no way that he can go there. In the time of Solomon, some 1,000 years ago, they had to travel. It took several months. Solomon said, your list is correct. When the guy came and told me that angel of death, Azrael, Lord Yamaraj, was scaring me, I said, don't worry, I will help you. And I will teleported him from this city to that city. Because Solomon had some power, some mystic power, some jinn, some unknown entities were helping him. He had this type of moving people fast from thousands of kilometers with the help of those jinns. Solomon said yes. He was scared. I said, don't worry, I will move you to another city so Azrael, angel of death, cannot find you. Did you get it? Yeah, this story is in Quran. Nobody knows بأيار تموت, in which land you are going to die. So don't worry about that. You are going to die anyway. So do something about it. While you are not dead, rise for justice. And that is animal rights. At least after you are dead, they ask you, what did you do with all of the resources that we gave you? You say, I did this and this and this and helped for animal, and I was died on the path of justice for God, for the word of God. So, it send you to heaven. 12. 48:28. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى. God is the one who sent his messenger with guidance to guide you. ودين الحق, and religion of justice. حق, justice. ليظهره على كل دينه, to make him victorious against every religion. وكفى بالله شهيدا, and God is shahid for that. God is witness. 13. 8. ليحق الحق ويبطل الباطل, and this is for establishing justice and destroying everything else which is batil, which is not justice, untruth. ولو كره المجرمون, even if all of these criminals don't like it. God will establish its religion that will overcome every religion. That is the vegan religion, which is the latest religion of God, Muslims included, Christians included, Jews included, all of them are included in vegan religion. It means if you are Muslim, Christian, Jew or Hindu plus vegan, you are covered. You are vegan religion. And this will cover the earth and will kill everybody else, and religion of God will be established by force, even if all of these criminals, corpse eater dogs don't like it. Of course you don't like to die. You want to stay alive and do fornication and drink alcohol. This is what you like and this is what you do, while you are being killed and sent to hell. We have decided to give the earth to those people who were oppressed. And they were following religion of God, which are vegans. 14. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَسْتَمِعُونَ إِلَيْكَ. Some of them, they listen to you. أَفَأَنْتَ تُسْمِعُ الصُّمَّ وَلَوْ كَانُوا لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. You cannot make a deaf person to hear your voice. They are deaf. Their cognitive function doesn't work. لَوْ كَانُوا لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Why? Because they are not using their brain, they are not thinking. Everything that I say is based on reasoning and proof and evidence. I say there is God. I have written proofs of existence of God. 7 mathematical and scientific proofs. Go and read. Reasoning, white hand. لا يعقلون. And I say I am Moses, messenger of God. I have reasoning and proof. And I said this software cannot be accessed by anybody except God to behave like that. I have a scientific computer science and mathematics proof. Go and read in the book. Dare to come and ask, I make a presentation for the world. Bring and examine it. Bring your scientists and examine it. You don't have guts to do such a thing, because then it will be proved that there is God, there is Moses, he is truthful, and he says we are going to kill all of you. You cannot face that truth. And you escape from it until you're dead. Why? Because لا يعقلون, because you don't think. 15. 35:7. الذين كفروا لهم عذاب شديد. For unbelievers there will be painful punishment. الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. Those people who have believed and do the best thing that they can do. Both. لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير. For them there will be forgiveness for the filthy things that they have done, and you have done it. Don't deny it, you know it. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I didn't do any kind of sin or filthy stuff. You don't need to answer me, you answer yourself in front of a mirror. God will forgive you. Ajrun kabir. And great reward. 16. قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ. Hey, people of belief. Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus. Not all Hindus, many of them are idol worshippers, those people who believe in God, one God, not Avatar and Turtle and all whatever nonsense that they believe. Why you are stopping path of God? This is religion of God. I say vegan religion is religion of God, and every nonsense that you believe that is fine. Believe in it, in Bible and Quran and Jew beliefs. Don't worry about it. Accept and add to your holy book vegan. This is coming from God. Why you are stopping path of God? I know why. Because you are a demon of hell. You claim you are religious, but you eat corpse like a dog. You cannot stop that. Man amana tabghunha wajan bantum shuhada. You know the truth. You know this is Moses and telling the truth. You know it. وما الله بغفل عما تعملون, and God is not غافل, unaware. He is not unaware of what you are doing. He is observing you and your actions. 17, 51, 57. ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون. I, Moses, messenger of God, do not ask people a cent. No money, no donation. Our website doesn't accept donation. We don't care. Keep your money in your pocket. Keep your God near your heart. But if you want to spend it for God, if you want to sacrifice it, spend it to help animals. Give to vegan animal sanctuaries to help animals. Not to buy corpse of chicken and pig and give to dog and cat. No. SPCA is garbage. Vegan animal sanctuaries. If you keep a dog, you have to keep that dog vegan. Or kill him. Or release him in the wild. He dies by hunger or whatever. It doesn't matter. You are not responsible for dog. You are responsible for your dog to keep him vegan. Do you understand? This is for vegans. I, Moses, do not ask anything from humans. I don't want your money. Keep it. Or spend it for animals. 18. وأنا لا ندري أشر نريد بمن في الأرض أم أراد بهم ربهم رشدا. This is those entities that are saying we don't know, God wants to destroy everybody in the earth or He wants to help them to grow. I have no idea too. I don't know when it will happen. In the previous verses I said, the time He knows. Why? Because He can change His mind. It says you are growing, He will delay it. It says you are going down, He will accelerate it. It makes it come sooner. But when He decides at that time, not an hour goes forward and backward. If you are still alive, because He hasn't decided yet. 19, 34:20. وَلَقَدْ صَدَّقَ عَلَيْهِمْ إِبْلِيسُ ظَنَّهُ. And indeed, Satan, Shaitan, Iblis, made them to believe their assumptions. They have some assumptions, some guesses. Satan made them to be stuck in that assumption, which is not truth. And everybody followed Satan. Where? To hell. Except a small group of believers. It means this is set of all believers that they say they are believers, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus, suppose 10,000. A small group of believers didn't follow Satan, suppose 1,000. 90% of believers followed Satan. 10% of them didn't. So, one say, I opened my heart, Jesus came in, and I closed it, and I'm alright now. I go to heaven. No way, you go to hell. Because you eat cursed like a dog, and Moses is telling you stop it, and you didn't listen. That's why. Because you do fornication, you steal, you tell lie. All of those sins that I made a list of 23 of them and even more in the book, you are doing all of them, and you say, I am believing in Jesus. Jesus will look at you and say, shut up, go to hell. Except in a small group of believers, everybody followed Satan to hell.